So, Chris, you talk a lot about this energy and staying motivated, especially in those hard times. What is a couple ways or way to get through that and visualize your success?
I mean, for me, what's always worked, I know when I'm getting down or I'm getting depressed or I'm getting off focus, it's because I'm not looking at my goal. Okay, I'm not looking at my vision 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, I make it a habit every morning, right when I wake up. I spend time with God, and then I'm spending time my vision. Okay, what I want this to work out. Henry Ford said, obstacles are those spiteful things that you see when you take your eye off the goal. I used to have this picture in my office, and it had this very rugged, rough-looking California coast. Okay, if you've ever been to, parts of the California coast where it's sheer cliffs and the water's coming, just like you're like, okay, very dangerous. Well, in this picture, it had that, but then it had the sun coming up and rocks everywhere, water everywhere, but the sun. And if you focused on the sun, you didn't even see all the other stuff. Okay. Well, I think that's life. Okay. If I'm focused on where I'm heading, the stuff under, the yapping dogs, the things bite at my heel. So if you could mentally think of it like putting together, a 10,000 piece puzzle. Okay. How would you do if you never looked at the picture on the box? Okay, you just said, okay, let's see how these pieces go together.
It'd take you forever.
It'd take you forever. And that's what most people are doing when they're trying to build a business, okay, without the vision, without the clear view that drives them, okay? I look at my clear vision in the morning, as I mentioned, and right before I go to bed, I look at that vision because I want to daydream about my vision. I need that like to kick into gear every time I'm getting down or I'm losing hope or I'm getting discouraged or people are, kicking me in the gut.
So, with the visualizing this amazing life and things that you want, where do you draw the line at being realistic and fantasy?
I would suggest stretchingly realistic. Okay? I mean, if it doesn't motivate you, it's certainly not going to motivate anybody else. Okay? So I think we can get here's what I've always recommended people, okay? If you're single, okay, go by yourself, okay? If you have a significant other, go with them. And maybe have a couple bottles of wine, okay? And then start dreaming, okay? You got to take, we live so much in the world, which sometimes can be negative, sometimes can be discouraging. Okay, we got to kind of take those mental governors off our brain, and because the challenge, if we leave them on, what we come up with is going to be very logical, but it ain't going to motivate you. It ain't going to get you to do what's perceived as the impossible. Dreams are impossible, okay, until you make them happen, and I just can't tell you. I mean, if I could give you an example of my life before and my life now, okay, you'd say impossible. And I think that's the normal story, to be very frank with you, of a successful business person, okay? Everybody that knew them before, okay, no way, okay? But they didn't choose to focus on the way everybody else saw them, and maybe even the way they saw themselves when they started. They chose to see themselves as what was going to become.